It was supposed to be the crown jewel of the North Strip, a $3.7 billion blue monolith that would redefine luxury. Instead, it is cold, it is themeless, and frankly, it looks like a dead mall. We are talking about the Fontainebleau. It opened less than 2 years ago on December 13th, 2023. It has 67 stories, over 3,600 rooms, and a casino floor that, right now, is seeing more tumbleweeds than high rollers. While other casinos are fighting to survive, Fontainebleau is fighting to prove it shouldn't have been built at all. Reports indicate that in the months following its opening, this place was losing up to $400,000 per day. Think about that number. That isn't just a loss, that is a hemorrhage. Why? Because this resort committed the 3 cardinal sins of modern Vegas. Sin number 1, the delusion of the elite only. Sin number 2, the $24 nacho disaster. And sin number 3, the curse of the North Strip. If you've walked through Fontainebleau and felt like you were in a high-end airport terminal instead of a resort, you are not alone. Today, we are dissecting exactly why this $3.7 billion gamble is turning into a ghost town. Let's start with the strategy, or rather, the lack of one. Fontainebleau decided from day one that they didn't need regular people. They didn't need the locals. They didn't need the budget travelers. They only wanted the top 1%, the affluent travelers, and the whales. But there is a problem with that strategy. The whales are already taken. Fontainebleau is sitting right next to the Wynn and Resorts World. The Wynn has spent decades perfecting luxury. They have the database, they have the prestige. Fontainebleau? It has an upside-down 1966 Ford Galaxy. That is their big attraction. Bellagio has the fountains. Flamingo has the habitat. Fontainebleau has a car glued to the ceiling. That is not something you fly across the world to see. Because they bet everything on the elite, when the elite didn't show up, the floor collapsed.
The expansive public areas with their massive ceilings feel impersonal. It doesn't feel like a party. It feels like a hospital. And the financial panic set in fast. Just months after opening, the executives started jumping ship. The CFO? Gone. The COO? Gone. The chief marketing officer? Gone. When the people who built the strategy are running for the exits, you know the ship is taking on water. They even had to lay off 60 table game dealers in May. Think about that. You fire the people who deal the cards, because there is no one there to play the cards. But nothing, and I mean nothing, explains the arrogance of Fontainebleau better than Nacho Gate. This is a PR disaster that should be studied in business schools. Shortly after opening, a photo went viral from the Tavern, their sportsbook bar. It showed a plate of nachos, 6 tortilla chips, a tiny sprinkle of toppings, and some sad condiment cups.
Of lackluster nachos from the Fontainebleau Las Vegas is now going viral on social media. One unhappy customer posted this on X saying, "Hey Fontainebleau, we waited an hour for food in the sports book and this is our nachos?" The tweet receiving more than 1 million views, accompanied by a photo of just 6 chips that cost $24. Well, several resorts around the Strip took to X shortly after, posting their own plate of nachos. The Four Queens Hotel saying nacho average nachos. Circa writing big game, bigger portions. The Oyo showing off its plate as well, 50 plus chips in every order. Wow. Well, an update posted last night saying the Fontainebleau dramatically improved its nachos after angering millions of nacho lovers around the world.
The price? $24 for 6 chips. This incident exploded on social media. It became the symbol of everything wrong with the new Vegas. It screamed, "We don't respect you, we just want your money." This is why they have failed to capture the mid-tier visitor. Vegas runs on a diverse base. You need the locals for daily gaming. You need the budget tourists to fill the restaurants. But Fontainebleau priced them out. They tried to fix it later. They realized their mistake. They started offering free parking and flash sales to beg locals to come back. But trust is hard to build and easy to break. And when you charge $24 for a snack that looks like leftovers, you have broken the trust. And then there is the location, the North Strip. Fontainebleau is on an island. It limits foot traffic. You have to want to go there. You don't just stumble into it. And with the decline in tourism across Vegas in 2025, being isolated is a death sentence. But the emptiness of the casino floor might not be their biggest problem. The government is watching. There is an ongoing federal investigation into money laundering compliance. Documents from the Nevada Gaming Control Board allege that the resort issued credit to players without doing the mandatory verification. Basically, they were so desperate to get high rollers in the door, they allegedly skipped the background checks. This is desperation. This is a property that is flailing. Even the Wynn sued them. Wynn filed a lawsuit alleging that Fontainebleau was poaching their employees. So, let's recap. The neighbors hate them, the government is investigating them, the executives are quitting, and the customers are mocking their nachos. I have visited Fontainebleau a dozen times since it opened. I will admit, the rooms are nice, the pool is luxurious, but the casino floor? It leaves something to be desired. The silence is loud. Fontainebleau is a $3.7 billion warning. It is what happens when you build a resort for a Vegas that doesn't exist anymore. They built a palace for billionaires in a year when the economy is tightening and tourists are fed up. They are trying to course correct. They unionize the workforce to improve service. They are offering deals. But is it too late? Right now, Fontainebleau feels less like a resort and more like a museum of corporate hubris. Beautiful, expensive, and totally empty. Can they turn the ship around before it sinks? Or will this blue tower become the biggest foreclosure in Vegas history? Tell me what you think. Have you stayed here? Did you try the nachos? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe as we continue to document the collapse of the city we used to love.